So before I start this video, I'd just like to send out my respects to Tawfiq Kar, who was involved in the BMW accident on the N1. And I'd also like to wish him a recovery and all the best to his family in this tough time. I wish all of you guys the most amount of strength to get through this. Someone once said in a comic book, with great power comes great responsibility. And I'm not going to talk about who's right and who's wrong in the situation, but this has become very reflective for me and how I operate my channel. With regards to future content, I am going to try and keep safety more in mind, always try and wear seat belts, and always just try and be safe and just try and do things better, because what happened doesn't only affect families and friends, but it affects the whole of Cape Town and the whole of South Africa. As a car community, we are extremely close-knit, and I think it's only important that I also try and practice safety and responsibility in my channel, because at the end of the day, you guys look up to Liberebil and you guys look up to me. So yeah, I hope I can try and do things better as well from my side in the future. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy the video further. Hello everyone, welcome to Liberebil. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much to Opel Clement for sending me out the Astra to use for this week. So before we start this video, I'd like you guys to pick between this and this. I don't know which one to buy. I'm a bit confused, and you guys are the experts when it comes to shoes. As you guys can probably see, I'm not the most fashionable person around, but I am trying. So check for me which shoe you like, vote on top, and I will go and purchase the shoe that you guys choose between these two. Okay, so remember the timestamps will be on top over there. You guys can go and check out what you want to see. But let's start off with a rather popular car, the Hyundai Santa Fe, or as I like to call them, Hyundai Santa Claus. There are three derivatives. There's a premium automatic, an executive automatic, and an elite automatic. The big difference being the elite, which features Hyundai's new H-Track 4-wheel drive system. H-Track is basically Hyundai's advanced torque distribution system, which will sense speed and grip and apply torque at certain areas. This means its 2.2 litre diesel engine with 142 kilowatt and 440 Newton meters of torque can take you and your family to Houdini Spa in under 45 minutes. And with an eco mode that only sends power to the front wheels, will get you there using the minimal amount of petrol. So expect the Hyundai Santa Fe to be on sale very soon. You'll see a huge amount of them in the CY areas, because that's always where you see them crawling around. The Jeep Trackhawk. Supposed to be the most powerful Jeep ever produced, 522 kilowatt and 875 Newton meters of torque. It's supercharged. It uses a twin screw supercharger that's got a ceramic coating on it, made up of Teflon and other materials. This allows more force and more pressure into the cylinders. What it also means is that there's less air to escape when the supercharger is compressing the air. The supercharger is a 2.4 litre supercharger, and it uses integral charge air coolers to cool the air down. This results in a 0 to 100 of 3.5 seconds and a quarter mile of 11.8 seconds. But we do know that that is manufacturer claim, so I suspect the thing is going to go a lot faster than that. This basically also includes the biggest front brakes ever fitted to a Jeep product. It also includes a strengthened gearbox and shafts going to the back, a stronger rear axle as well. So this is a serious contender in the four-wheel drive, the SUV segment. I think the Porsche Macan, or is it the Porsche Cayenne? Then we have the Bentley Bentayga, and we have quite a bit of other performance SUVs in the segment. However, the Jeep does stand out as being the most powerful of them all. What I also love about the Jeep Trackhawk is that they remove the driver's side fog lamp for a ram air intake into its 92mm throttle body to feed cold air into the engine. I love American products, and I love how they just go crazy when it comes to performance. It's absolutely amazing. They are coming in limited numbers in South Africa. I'm sure with the demand they'll probably bring in some more. I am going to message Fiat as well, or I think Fiat owns the Jeep American companies now, so I'll find out if they have a unit available for me to do some tests with you. I'll also find out if I can maybe put the car on Killarney. Maybe we can get a bit of a point-to-point acceleration with the vehicle. I think that will add a nice twist to the video. So guys, I held a poll on Instagram and all of you wanted to see my setup. I have been getting questions about it recently, so I thought I'd answer it for you. Sorry it's so echoey in here. It's actually one of my problems with the Zoom at the moment is the amount of echo. And as you guys know, I like speakers and I like audio, music. I like listening to music through great speakers. I unfortunately sold my Bowers & Wilkins setup. Someone offered me a really good price on them and I couldn't say no. I let them go. The intention is basically to climb up the ladder of audio. The Bowers & Wilkins was good, but they didn't image beautifully. They had a beautiful sound stage, but there was a, there was a lack of coherence and there wasn't enough transparency for me. So the music was musical, but I wasn't getting that transparency that I was looking for in audio. So I've decided to climb a bit higher up the ladder. I'm not going to go with Bowers & Wilkins again. I'm thinking of trying the Cambridge audio line of speakers, particularly the, I forgot it was the, is it the Topaz? I think it's the Topaz. They use a BMR driver, so they've got better dispersion. So that should mean better transparency, better coherence, and just a better match between the tweeter, the woofer and the tweeter. So I'm looking forward to hear those and hopefully I like them, and I am going to upgrade to a more audiophile, how do I say, amplifier. So I'm going to go with a Cambridge Audio Topaz, because that's again, you know, it's very true to the source. So that's what I'm going to try, and I'll film it as I get it in. So I'm thinking of buying the amplifier first and then moving on to speakers. So when it comes to my current setup now, I bought the Bose Companion 5 Series 2. I do not recommend them. I think they are a bit too over bassy. There's a mismatch between the satellites and the subwoofer, so you have a lot of mid-range pumping out of the subwoofer, and you kind of hear whichever side of the desk your subwoofer is sitting. It might be small, but trust me, that thing is it's bonkers the amount of bass that thing puts out. The one thing I do give credit for the Bose for, and what I'm actually enjoying it with it at the moment, is the way it develops you in music, in movies. It's very like convincing with movies. I really enjoy watching movies through them and the audio through them, and it's so good. So I've recently like watched Blade Runner, Avengers Infinity War. I'm a huge Marvel person at DC, and like I'll just watch it to listen to the audio. So I'm very impressed with them for movies. I'm actually thinking about keeping them just for movies. I also recently got a Bose Wave radio. As you notice, there's a theme going here. I like Bose's Laxy Daisy warm sound, and these are not that. They're actually very in your face and brash. The monitor I am going to change out. This is a Samsung 32-inch. It's perfect for editing on, so I'm thinking of going for maybe a 32 or 43 in Samsung or LG. 4K preferably. This one's starting to get lines, a couple of dead pixels are running through it now, so yeah. I'm also editing through a Asus VivoBook Pro. It's an i5 quad-core, 1TB hard drive, 8GB RAM, GTX 1050. So yeah, I'm looking forward to show you guys like an upgraded thing going on here. So yeah, I'm talking about all over the show. The one thing that I do want to concentrate on this year and next is actually buying a new car. So yeah, I feel like I would really like to get into the racetrack a little, but financially I'm trying to buy and sell so that I can grow my way up in the ladder. It's not that easy in South Africa at the moment. So yeah. Okay guys, so it's very hot today. I don't have the AC on because I have the windows open. I just got into the car, so like all the leather and stuff is warm. I thought I'd answer my 5 questions from Zahir Edwards, who left 5 questions for me in the comments, and I thought I'd answer them driving somewhere, so at least it's close to the window so the wind noise don't destroy our video.
In 300 meters, turn left.
Emergency lights on. Okay, first question. So Zahir Edwards asked, I read an article by South African motoring journalist Thomas Falconer. He wrote there's no such thing as a German spec E36 M3. It was just an option for suede seats. Oh, wrong gear. So there was such a thing as a German spec. It's not really called German spec, but more European spec. Turns out that European spec M3s had better pistons, better connecting rods, apparently a different crankshaft as well. So I think South Africans just called it German spec, but it's actually just a Euro spec. We didn't have, apparently we didn't get, ours made less power also. We made 220 odd kilowatt, and the European spec cars made 230 plus kilowatt. So that's really interesting. So Zahir's next question is, the yellow Cadet 200 IS SAPS drove in the 90s. Rumors were they were super boss motors. So unfortunately Zahir, I couldn't find any information regarding this. I even spoke to some police officers and they couldn't give me a proper question around that, answer around that. So unfortunately I don't have any answer for you on that one. Next question. 1993 to 1995 VR6s were 118 kilowatt. Facelift 1996 to 1998 were 128 kilowatt. This I don't believe, just checking. So all the information I could find was all VR6s were 128 kilowatt again to South Africa. Believe it or not, the number that came up more than 128 kilowatt was 129 kilowatt. So I'm not too sure between 128 and 129 which one it is. VAG engines AXX 147 kilowatt and BWA is 162 to 169 kilowatt. Never confirmed by VWSA, just the tuners. What do you think? Also, they made the same power once they modified. So early BWA engines were the low power output. You actually had to go to Volkswagen for a software update to get the VW, to get the 160 odd kilowatt. But it was basically just a software upgrade that made later BWAs produce more power. So yeah, I hope that answers your question. So basically later model BWAs were 160 plus kilowatt. And the last question from Zahir Edwards is, when am I going to feature E92 M3? So I have spoken with Noor Hendricks. He actually owns a E90 M3, and I'm going to plan on doing a shoot of his car. I'm not too sure when, and I don't think he's going to give me the keys to the car. I think he's going to be passenger and I'll be driver, but I'll see what I can get away with. Go man, there's bloody arrows. So yeah, if he's keen, then it can only be a Kia Spectre driver that's keeping up everyone. Guys, so remember there are t-shirts available from Liberebil. I have hoodies as well, and I have crew necks. Hoodies are about 350, crew necks are about 320, t-shirts are 200 bucks. But you are getting very high quality t-shirts. But thanks for watching everyone. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up button, subscribe, share with friends and family. Leave review, Liberebil. What I also love about the Jeep, they actually go away. You're spoiling my shot, you damn fly. Where was I now?